I'd like to call the meeting to order. Will everybody please rise to the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Chair Paul.
Here.
Vice Chair Lewis.
Here.
Board Member Whitman.
Here.
Board Member Hatton. Board Member Starkey.
Here.
Mr. Lamack.
Here.
Mr. Holste.
I'm here.
Mr. Weinthal. Chair, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. May I have a motion to excuse Board Member Hatton?
I'll make the motion to excuse Board Member Hatton.
Second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you. We're going to start off this evening with our CRA meeting with a presentation. Our marvelous young Cheryl is going to take over.
Perfect, thank you. Good evening, Chair, Vice Chair, CRA board members, staff, and members of the public who are with us this evening. My name is Cheryl Ellett, and I am the CRA Program Manager with the Town of Davie Community Redevelopment Agency. Each quarter, a business from the Town of Davie and one from the Davie Community Redevelopment Agency is selected and featured as part of our Let's Talk Business program. I'm very excited to share with you our first quarter recipient for 2025-26 is Enlighten Medical, located at 3890 Davie Road in Suite 107. Enlighten Medical's philosophy is true beauty goes beyond the surface. It's about feeling vibrant and confident from the inside out. At Enlighten Medical, they see health and beauty as intertwined, and their mission is to help experience the best version of yourself. Dr. Kuttner's philosophy is simple. True beauty and wellness are inseparable. Dr. Kuttner's practice is dedicated to those seeking a transformative journey that elevates their well-being by blending cutting-edge medical expertise with a personalized, holistic approach. Dr. Danielle Kuttner is a board-certified physician who earned her medical degree at Nova Southeastern University College of Osteopathic Medicine and her bachelor degree of science at Townsend University. She completed her medical training with an internship in general surgery and a residency in emergency medicine at Henry Ford McComb Hospital in Michigan. She is currently pursuing her third board certification in integrative and functional medicine. Dr. Kuttner brings years of experience and an unwavering dedication to improving her patients' lives. By combining medical expertise with compassionate care and a holistic approach, she ensures that each patient's unique needs are met, creating transformative outcomes. Whether you're enhancing your skin, balancing your hormones, or revitalizing your energy, her mission is to help her patients experience not just physical rejuvenation, but also the emotional empowerment that comes with feeling your best. And now we would like to share with you a short promotional video created by town staff.
I'm Dr. Janelle Kuttner from Enlighten Medical, and let's talk business. Years working in emergency medicine and loved the intensity, but I wanted to build something more personal and sustainable, something that allowed me to help people before they ended up in crisis. Enlighten Medical was born from that desire. I wanted to create a concierge practice that blends cutting-edge regenerative aesthetics with integrated and functional medicine so people feel heard, seen and supported in every phase of life. The most memorable moments are when a patient comes in after years of feeling dismissed and finally feels hopeful again. That shift from frustration to empowerment, that's everything. Our community is beautifully diverse, and I'm so proud that Enlighten Medical reflects that. We customize everything, from hormone protocols to skincare to medical weight loss and lifestyle medicine, so our patients feel like their care was built for them. Building a medical practice from scratch in a competitive market like South Florida has not been easy, but it's been worth every challenge. One of the biggest lessons has been staying true to my values in a world that often pushes volume over quality. So at Enlighten Medical, we obsess over details, from how you're greeted to the time we spend truly listening. My patients aren't rushed and they aren't a number. They're the reason we do this. We create an experience that feels elevated, relaxed, and personal, so people can feel the difference the moment that they walk in. What makes Enlighten Medical different is the blend. I'm a board-certified emergency physician, aesthetic medicine physician, and becoming board-certified in integrative and functional medicine. That means I bring both the science and the soul to every treatment plan. We're not doing one-size-fits-all anything here. Everything is tailored based on the whole picture of your health. We always stay in a growth mindset. We're continuing to grow our products and services, as well as planning events to educate our community. Because when people are informed and empowered, everything changes. Davie has been incredible. We've built genuine relationships with people who truly care about their health, and word of mouth has been everything to us. I've been lucky to serve so many people who are looking for more aligned, comprehensive care, and it's because of their trust that we've grown.
And now, without further ado, I'm going to ask Dr. Kuttner to please join me at the podium. And we would like to present to you our Let's Talk Business First Quarter Award for 2025-26.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And if you'd like to say a few words?
Yes, of course. I really wanted to say thank you to the CRA board for this amazing honor and award. It truly means the world to me to serve our amazing community, and I look forward to many more years of taking care of our patients. And we are now accepting new patients too, so if you or anyone you know would love to stop in, we would be so happy to have you. And thank you again, this is so special.
Thank you.
I see you have your #1 fan with you. She's adorable. Congratulations. Thank you very much for being here. Take a look at the consent agenda. Is there anything that needs to be pulled? May I have a motion to...
We were going to make a presentation on the LOI.
Oh, you wanted to do a presentation? You
Yes,
didn't
Chair.
tell me that. Okay.
Thank you.
Motion to approve the items less the LOI. What's that, number 3?
Second.
Yeah, number 3.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That's unanimous.
Good evening, CRA Chair and Board members. I'm Philip Holste, your CRA Director, and tonight I'm going to be making a short presentation prior to your consideration of the proposals for the redevelopment of the CRA property at the northwest corner of Davie Road and Orange Drive. The Davie CRA owns 6 parcels along Davie Road consisting of 5.6 acres that have been slated for redevelopment. Davie Road borders the east side of the property. You have Orange Drive to the south, Southwest 65th Way to the west, and the closest northern road is Southwest 43rd Street. How we got to today's point, if you recall, we had a project Frontier Square that was previously proposed at this location. We terminated the project in February of 2025, which opened up opportunities for other developers. Subsequently, on October 2nd, we got an unsolicited proposal from Affiliated Development, followed by White Oak Development on October 7th. Per state statutes, we have to advertise the surplus of this property for 30 days on our town website and in the Sun Sentinel, and we undertook that process from October 11th to November 12th, which resulted in one additional proposal from Sankofa. So following the receipt of these proposals, we reviewed them and we provided a letter with questions back to the proposers, and they had an approximate 20-day, 3-week period to respond to our RFI. And tonight, you'll be considering the LOI based on the information in the LOI and the RFI follow-up. So I'm going to be going over the presentations alphabetically. Just so you know, in attendance, we have representatives from affiliated in White Oak. Unfortunately, Sankofa couldn't attend tonight's meeting. So before you today this is the conceptual site plan for the affiliated project. Again, I'm going to be flying in the locations of the roads and the specific components of the project. So you see you have Davie Road to the east, Orange Drive on the south, the Women's Club and Town Hall to the west, and then, as you see, flying in North 43rd Street. So affiliated, I apologize. The next thing I wanted to cover is the location of the components of affiliated's project. You have the retail that's proposed 6,000 square feet. That's on the front of the project against Davie Road. Then you have the residential components, followed by the public-private parking garage, and I'm going to go into more details on the next slide. So looking at their site plan, they propose a 4-story building which complies with town code. Residential units of 257, consisting of 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. They're proposing commercial on the frontage along Davie Road, 6,000 square feet. And as part of the parking garage, they would dedicate 80 parking spaces for public use. These would be public parking spaces that the town and or CRA would control the use of. In terms of the project details, the original proposal was for 50% of the project to be 50% of it to be workforce housing, up to that 120% AMI. They're willing to go up to 80% with additional incentives. If we chose to move forward with affiliated, they believe they can get their site plan approval by the end of 2026. They prefer a lease of the property versus a purchase, but a purchase may be possible. Their price was $8,995,000 based on a cost of $35,000 per residential unit, taking that 257 units, multiplying it by the $35,000. Next, there would be a cost that would be reduced from the purchase price or the lease price of $2.8 million for the public parking spaces, and they would ask for an approximate $1 million incentive based upon 20% of workforce housing. Again, we use that 20% workforce housing to compare the projects because that was the minimum commitment of each project. For example, with affiliated, if they were selected based upon the 50% workforce housing, the incentive would be over $5 million they would be asking for. Next, I'm going to move on to Sankofa's proposal. And they're looking to utilize the entire 5.6 acres. Again, I'm showing you the location of Davie Road, Orange Drive, the Women's Club and Town Hall to the west, and then again to the North 43rd Street. Their retail is proposed along Davie Road and Orange Drive, as you see in the box that's flying in. Next, the residential is above the retail, and as you can see it outlined along Davie Road and Orange Drive. And then finally, that's again the public-private parking garage we've been referencing in the presentation. So again, they propose a mixed use. They're a little bit different from the other two proposals. They're proposing a 5-story building that would require a town variance for approval. They're proposing a student housing instead of market rate rental or inclusionary in terms of they'll have student housing with up to 20% of the affordable, but they're consisting of 2 beds, 3 beds, and 4 beds as a student housing project with about 27,000 square feet of commercial on the ground floor on Davie Road and Orange Drive. And they've committed, as part of the project, to allocate up to 100 public parking spaces within their project. In terms of the project details, they're looking to do 20% workforce housing. They weren't necessarily looking to go any higher. They believe they can get site plan approval by the end of 2026. Now, looking at Sankofa's proposal is a little difficult to give you the details because the cost for the parking spaces and the incentives, that would have to be negotiated with them. So as I detailed in the town council agenda report, they would be looking for significant incentives. So you see the purchase price of $4,552,000 would be reduced by the cost of the parking spaces and the incentives. So I can't give you what a final number would look like, but at this point, their proposal is a little bit less than the other two proposals that have more details. And then finally, we have the White Oak development. And just so you know, the site plan's a little bit different in terms of, and I'll show you, north is again on the right-hand side. You have Davie Road East on the bottom side of the site plan. You have Orange Drive, which is on the south, and then again, the Women's Club and Town Hall. So looking at the details, they're looking for a standalone restaurant of 7,500 square feet on the north side of the project with dedicated public parking, dedicated surface parking for their project. Then you have the residential component of their project, primarily along Orange Drive and Davie Road. And then to the west, you have the public-private parking, just similar to the other projects on the west side of the project. So from a scope, they're looking to do 240 residential units, again, broken up between 1-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom. Their commercial is that 7,500 square foot standalone restaurant, and then they would be looking to allocate 110 public parking spaces for the town's use. In terms of project details, they would propose 20% workforce housing. They believe they can get site plan approval by the end of this year, 2026, similar to the other two. Their purchase price was slightly higher, they were proposing $40,000 a residential unit. You multiply that by the 240 units and you get $9.6 million. That would be subsequently reduced by the cost for the public parking spaces by approximately $2.82 million. And as part of the incentive for the affordable housing, they're asking for a waiver of the Parks and Rec impact fees, or Parks and Open Space impact fees. Just a reminder, we don't have the impact fees in place right now. We're going to be, we went through procurement to hire a vendor to do an impact fee study. So this $151,000 is based upon our old fee schedule. So the staff recommendation that you have in your backup, we got 3 strong proposals. Unfortunately, we have to rank them 1, 2, 3 for your consideration. We recommended White Oak due to the higher purchase price, which was about $1.4 million net. When you compare it with the next proposal, Affiliated and Sankofa, again, was lower than that. And I can even give you a definitive net because we haven't gone into any type of incentive or cost for the parking spaces negotiation. White Oak would provide the most parking spaces at 110, and then they provide a little bit of a slightly larger commercial area than Affiliated's proposal did with the out parcel as the restaurant. So for your consideration tonight, we're asking you to approve the surplus of these parcels with direction for us to negotiate with White Oak, execute the letter of intent, and they would be the #1 recommendation. And if for whatever reason we're not able to complete those negotiations, we would move on to Affiliated. And if for whatever reason that was unsuccessful, we would go to Sankofa in that particular order. So I'm here to answer any questions you have. Thank you very much.
I just, as you're negotiating, is there an opportunity for myself or members of council to give input and take a look at this?
Definitely. We would welcome that feedback.
Thank you. I have a lot of ideas. Okay, let's move ahead, and can I have a motion?
I'm sorry, Mayor, it was a public hearing.
Oh.
So we do have to open up to the public and give White Oak, as well as Affiliated and any members of the public, an opportunity to speak on your
Okay,
item.
I'm sorry. Is there anyone from the public who would like to speak on this item at this time? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing.
Just to really want to make sure no one from White Oak or Affiliated also doesn't want to speak. Okay. Yes, Mayor.
Thank you. Now may I ask for a motion?
Yes, Mayor.
Okay, may I have a motion to approve?
I have a motion to accept the recommendations by staff with their ranking of White Oak, followed by Affiliated, with the third ranking of
Same
Profile.
profile.
Thank you.
Is there a second? Thank you. Roll call?
Board Member Starkey,
Yes.
Chair Paul,
Yes,
Board Member Whitman,
Yes.
Vice Chair Lewis.
Yes.
Motion passes.
thank you.
Thank you.
And Mayor, I also look forward to working with the developers on coming up with some more ideas. I know you have them and I do, and I know council does too. And they've been good partners with White Oak before, and we appreciate working with you, and we know that we can trust what you say you're going to do. So thank you for that.
Very good, thank you. We have a request for an additional CRA meeting on January 21st. May I have a motion?
Excuse me, motion to add an additional meeting on January 21st.
I'll second that. All
2026.
those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you. Do we have any comments or by any of the board members? I appreciate that. Mr. Halsey?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Mr. Weinthal?
I have nothing to add.
Thank you. If there are no objections, I covered everything. Meeting's adjourned.